Hey everyone, it's Christina with Kuther Crafts. This month we are showing you how to reuse all of those Christmas supplies that you might have gotten hopefully on clearance, maybe you overbought, whatever the reason. Christmas supplies make good supplies for the whole year. A lot of those colors easily transition into many different holidays. So this year I had some baskets that I got on clearance, and we are going to change this from a poinsettia basket into a spring basket. And the even better part of this thing is that we are going to use all supplies that I kind of had just left over. Now I do have some greenery that I'm going to add in there that's full bushes, but the rest of it's just kind of odds and end flowers, and it's going to turn out really beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by clipping off all of this extra stuff. Now the only thing that I'm actually going to get rid of is this bow. I will probably never use that. But this pick here, I will clip off, and I'm actually going to save it till next Christmas. And it has some good greenery in there that we could use for a Christmas project. You could easily throw that into an evergreen next year. So we're just going to set this off to the side, and we're going to get started. So now I just have a clean basket, and we are ready to rock and roll. I preheated up our glue. Whoops, I just unplugged it. Hold on. We're going to plug it back in. There we go. Sorry about that. We're going to rock and roll. So I'm just going to start off with adding in the greenery first. And I have just a basket of things that I keep personally, of extra greenery, extra things that have, goodness, I have one too many of or haven't used up yet. And I'm just going to start to slide it into that basket. There we go. And I have some ficus. And the ficus is actually a tall branch, so what I'm going to do is cut it in half, and I'm going to use a little bit here and a little bit there. And see, I grabbed all my little odds and ends here. Okay, I've got these pink and greens. We actually have this bush in stock still. And I had some leftovers of that. And so I'm going to start putting those in at varying heights. And I've got, I think, one more over here. And these are all wired too, so you can actually curl them and change up how you want them to look, because in nature, flowers don't always grow straight. They kind of just grow whatever way the Lord leads them. And then I have some ivy here. I'm going to add in a couple of stems of that. And so I've got a good base greenery on this now, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start to add in some flowers. So I have some tulips from a project that I cut off last year, and tulips are definitely a go-to spring flower. white ones. And I actually want to pull that through like that. Right. And put another one over here. Put one more in there. Got glue strands. And, I have this daisy stem too that I'm gonna add a few in the back to give it some height, and it's more of like a wildflower look, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those behind the greenery, and that will give it some color and some height. Yeah, turn. There we go. And here's a leftover. Okay. Come on now. There we go. So as I'm putting those in, I'm working that greenery, some to the back, a little bit to the front, pulling some flowers forward, some to the back. We have another pink one. Actually, I had some glue here that wasn't dry, so we'll go ahead and just put it right there. All right, and now before I add in anything else, I do have one more flower here that I'd like to incorporate because I got some purple in the ribbon that I've chosen, and so we're going to put that in there. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and make the bow for this, and then we'll add in a few more things, might add in a few eggs. And I have some other stems that I wanna add around just the basket handle, but I wanna get the bow on first. Now this bow, I'm gonna make it pretty small. You could actually use leftover ribbon for this, but I have been dying to use this ribbon. Once it came in, I was like, I love it, and I need to use it. So this is the perfect project because you're able to incorporate all the different colors. There's that. And so I'm making those bows, and as I'm making them, I'm turning that pretty side up and then putting it back down so there's just a twist in each hand. And I'm cutting it. And then I'm going to take a little piece of wire, pull it through. So this is just a real simple bow. It's nothing extravagant. Because this is a easy door hanger that is pretty inexpensive to make. It's a quick project too. So just gonna go ahead and put that through. So I'm gonna feed these wires through the little basket here to the back. One, and then two. actually want to pull it up a little bit. Go. I lost one. There it is. Okay. And we're just going to give it a snug twist. Not going to worry about trimming that yet. I'm going to trim that at the end. And we're just going to fluff this little bow here. Right. Now, onto the final steps here. Go ahead and dovetail. Then we're going to add in a couple of little eggs. We're going to do blue. Try and tie in some of that. Okay. And we're going to do a yellow and a pink. Let's go over here. Just trim off a little bit. And I'm going to add another, I think we're going to go white actually. I was going to go pink, but it changed my mind. A white tulip right there in the front. I love in spring that there's a lot of vines and buds. I think it looks really natural, and whoops, they make a lot of good branches that you can use with that. So we're just going to incorporate some of those. And even if I don't like, this is all wired, so I can twist it any way that I want to. actually going to stick this long stem in there behind this greenery. I'm just wrapping it around. And we're going to slide it in the back here. And then we're going to add a few of them. I already cut them. Where did I put them? Right there. This is going to be the last thing I put in here. Then we're going to pull off these glue strands. Stuck to me. Refluff. And here is an easy peasy project made from a Christmas basket.